zealous, play hard to get females get jealous.
Okay, smarty,
Go to a party. Girls are scantily clad and showing body. A chick walks by, you wish you could sex her, but you're standing on the wall like you was Poindexter. Next day's function.
I can't play it too long, but anyway. Good morning.
Rock here.
Nancy here.
Bust a move in the house.
Bust a move. Oh, it's too bad there's like
Cheers.
this. Cheers.
Sorry.
Not bad with the protein powder in there. I love it. Good
Yep,
morning,
it's
Gina. Thank you so much for joining us. Yeah, I was saying like too bad there's like this time frame of the music we can play because it gets right to the you know, the juice of it, and it's like
Yeah. Well, if we don't share the videos and you just keep going live, you have about half an hour or 40 minutes before they flag you.
Yeah, but I
Oh,
want to
it's when you
share
share the video and you have the audio in the clip. And
Right.
That's when the algorithm picks up and says, "Hey, you didn't pay for that."
Oh yeah, but I did notice that when you play older tunes, it's not as strict. It's when you play the newer tunes.
Yeah,
it's
it's because they're more popular. They're more active in the algorithm.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know?
exactly. So
So they're aligned with codes now.
they are.
Because songs are digital, so they attach these codes to them, and when you play a song through a digital device and it picks up
Yeah.
it sends a signal saying, "Hey, unauthorized use."
How's
Anyways,
everybody
how's
doing?
everybody doing? Come
Oh my
on.
god, it's
A lot of
Thursday.
information.
Oh, this week is like passing us by so quickly.
Jeudi.
You're like already Thursday.
Unreal.
It's beautiful. Tomorrow's Friday. I can't believe it. Like
It's quick.
It's quick. It's a quick week.
Oh, it was a 4-day week, eh?
Yeah.
So that usually happens. It's a little
Yeah.
shorter. It's good.
Now your neck was bothering you the last couple of days, so I gave you a little bit of
Yeah.
a treatment there. You feeling a bit better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to see a chiropractor for a while, and they started adjusting my back, and then I started having shoulder problems, but my neck problems went away, and I was like, well, I don't want shoulder problems, so because other than my neck problems, my back is fine. I don't have any issues, so I stopped going. I got my shoulders back, but my neck is back. It's like
Well,
it's fine.
you'll just need
I'm not
like
complaining. It is what
ongoing
it is.
care,
Yeah.
ongoing treatments. That's all.
If only I knew a massage therapist.
I gave you a massage this morning. What are you
Fantastic.
talking about?
I know, it's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah. So
I'm happy.
today, this week we're really focusing about gaining clarity.
Yeah.
Where do you want to go? Where you're at, and where do you want to go? What do you
Yeah.
want out in life? I mean, sometimes we just, we think that we have, like, we're gonna live forever, and we don't evaluate how short life can be.
Yeah. It's not a lot of time.
And we just kind of take that for granted and thinking that we're going to live forever, and we don't really evaluate things. So I think it's important to put things in perspective, where we are, where we want to go, and then even like measure like in 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, play it out, what that looks like for you. Like,
Yeah, in your head.
yeah, or no, actually writing it down is very powerful.
Oh, yeah. That's what I meant.
It's super powerful because then you can gauge where you want to go, and being super specific in every aspect of your life, where you want to go,
Yeah.
what kind of like capabilities you needed, the skills you need to develop, and what kind of discipline and work that you needed to do in order to get there. So yeah, because every day, like your daily actions become habit the more you do it, and then the repetition becomes part of your daily.
It's like your map to success.
Exactly. So it's like and the same is true if you have like these negative habits, these like unconscious habits that we do, but we want different results. Doesn't necessarily happen that way. But if you are conscious about the habits that you want for yourself every single day, it doesn't need to be like big things. It's all these little habits that add up, and then that kind of like shifts your trajectory of life, where you're like, if you don't want to go a certain way, then you kind of change certain little habits that will just kind of move the needle just a little bit.
That's right. Making your bed is a prime example.
Totally. Yeah.
You wake up in the morning, you make your bed.
Oh, I know. It was cool.
It's one of those things that you may overlook. I used to overlook that a lot.
Yeah.
But then I realized, well, that's the first thing I can accomplish in the morning, waking up. It's a check. Got it.
Right.
So when you wake up and you make your bed, you've already started your day in kind of like a good, like a productive mode. You know? Like you've accomplished something. So you're like, okay, well, what else can I do?
Yeah,
And
it's so much more.
We
than being a
overlook that.
man.
We overlook all the small things. You know, we're talking about an hour of power, and what I'm going to start doing is not touching my phone in the morning. Because I'm reactive that way. I get up in the morning and I go to the washroom and I grab my phone with me, right?
It's a habit.
It's a habit. So I didn't do it this morning. I'm joking. No, I'm fine.
No, but because I was mentioning that to him last night because I find like he has a lot on the go, like he's got a lot going on, and some of it he's putting that pressure and urgency onto himself, but a lot of it is because we are addicted to our phones and we use it in a way that trains our body, our brain to be very like reactive.
Yeah.
And it doesn't allow our brain to be in a relaxed state. They call it the alpha awareness.
It's like this idea that, when you wake up in the morning, you really want to like ease into your waking up.
Right.
You don't want to, the last thing you want to do is, and this is what a phone does, right? And so you're waking up, you're relaxing, you go to the washroom, you put your phone on and bam!
Yeah.
You get all this information, choo, 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 and your brain's like, okay, we're in this mode already?
Yeah, already.
And it's like a switch, it puts your brain into like, not I wouldn't say a fight or flight mode, but it kind of puts you in
beta. It puts you in beta, which because you have 4 brain
like
states.
a reactive mode.
Yeah. And I think, and that's when, that's why a lot of people are suffering from ADD, anxiety, all those things, because it automatically turns a switch on in your brain, like, okay, you got to be reactive to this.
Yeah.
You got to be stimulated.
And that's why I find that for me personally, I get tired a lot.
Yes, it really, because when you're always in beta, because you have their 4 brain states, or 4 brain wave states, it's because you're supposed to touch those, beta, you're not supposed to be in beta all day long. That becomes really tiresome.
Yeah.
That's why meditation is really good, because it puts you back in theta or alpha, which is basically, that's when because meditation is really good for you to lower your stress and anxiety, but it's also good to enhance your creativity and then foster memories. So those are all really great things.
You ever take a shower or have a problem? You just think, oh, I gotta figure this out. And you think about it. You don't have any answers. You go take a shower and you're relaxing, you're washing.
Because you can't have a phone in there.
Boop, the idea just comes to your head. Boop, you got it.
Yeah.
That's because you're in that state. You're in that relaxed state. You're focusing on a specific task.
Totally.
And you're not thinking about the actual problem. You've removed yourself from there.
Yeah.
And you've created space. And you've put yourself, is that in the alpha state?
Yeah, it's theta or alpha.
Theta.
Those are all in between
Yeah.
the deep sleep and the fully awake. You got the theta and then you got the alpha. A lot of the times these morning shows, I actually think of those ideas in the shower. Like I'm like, oh, this would be so good. We should mention this in the show. And that's
100%.
A lot of people like
Even when I'm trying to figure out a plot twist or something in my book, it usually comes from places when I'm just relaxing. Like if I'm on a bike ride or I'm in the shower, these are states of relaxation for me.
Yes, big time.
Because we don't really go super hard on our bikes there. So.
No.
But these are states of relaxation, and then the ideas just kind of start flowing. So that's something you guys can consider as well.
Yeah, totally.
And I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna set specific times before I touch my phone.
Yeah, that'd be good strategy. And the thing, especially when you go on a bike ride or go for a run, you don't necessarily touch your phone right away, so you're in an impressionable state.
Yeah.
Where you're in the learning and
yeah. And I noticed that when you're on your devices, and this is for everybody, you're gonna get sucked into that vacuum.
Oh yeah.
Everybody has their own vacuum.
Yeah, totally.
Whether it's about politics or whether it's about comedy or whether it's about shootings or killings or whatever it is, or feel good, you're gonna get sucked into that vacuum.
Yeah, exactly.
And a lot of people, unfortunately, it's more leaning towards the negative, the news, the COVID, the
unless you're mindful.
Black Lives Matter stuff, all that negativity, right? And then you wonder why you're stressed out.
Yeah, that's what drives your day.
That's what
for
drives
me,
my day.
I don't tolerate that sort of things. It really, I make sure to use my phone as a force for good, because I'm the only one who's responsible for myself and my well-being.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to get sucked into those negativity. I want to take care of myself in a way that I'm gonna feel good.
Yeah.
And set the tone to the day. So that's how I use my phone.
And I noticed for me, when I was looking at the phone in the morning and then going running, whatever I was looking at on the phone or whatever I ingested is what I want to talk about during the run.
Yeah, and I'm listening to something that feels good. I'm like,
and it's not good. It's not good stuff. So it's well, this can't help.
No,
This
I
is
know.
not good.
No, I know.
This is supposed to be relaxing.
No, I know exactly.
So I'm gonna really change that. I'm gonna keep you guys in the loop because like I can honestly say that right now, I'm feeling pretty drained, like emotionally, physically, and like spiritually, just from the phone.
Yeah.
And
You're heading towards bankruptcy. You gotta
I
make.
think my
You gotta make
like
some.
you said, I crash. Eh? Like I'll start school. I'll be tired. Always
Yeah.
tired, falling asleep. And 3 o'clock is usually. And I eat healthy. I don't eat sugar stuff. I don't eat bad. So I think my adrenal glands are like shot, like you said.
I think so. It's the impression that I'm getting is that because so the adrenal glands is when like it's either from ongoing drama or like past trauma. So basically your adrenal glands secretes or releases adrenaline and cortisol. So what it does is that because it's responsible to prepare you to fight, flight, or flee. And if you've experienced some hardship or trauma or drama like growing up, then your system can easily go into that fight or flight response, and it conditions itself to stay in that to protect you. So our phones is actually it triggers a fight or flight response.
It fuels that.
Fuels that.
Yeah, because of the blue light that's coming from the phone and because of the content itself, right?
Yeah,
We're not all
exactly.
watching cat videos, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like when you're in that like fight or flight because of what happened in your past, then you kind of like not self-sabotage, but you're conditioned to stay in that in what you know, so you continue to follow certain things that like feed the ego, if you will, because it's like I'm right. Though that's politics, that's wrong, and that's right, and the vaccine, the mask, all these things. Like what's wrong is always available, but so is what's right. So when you realize that, you can really create a shift because it really
will help your well-being.
Yeah, you end up getting adrenal fatigue, and when you get adrenal fatigue, you really get tired for no apparent reasons. And you often crave sugar because your adrenal glands, like it's craving the sugar because it wants to fuel your adrenaline.
So the hour of power is essentially wake up in the morning, do a bit of breathing exercises, plan out your day, and exercise.
And then the hour of power before going to bed.
It's similar.
Yeah, very similar. I have a bit of trouble with that because by the time I put Naomi to bed, I'm ready for bed myself. But I want to finish the day by doing a 20-minute yoga, 10-minute meditation, and then finish with my gratitude journal. That's how I want to end the day.
That's a good strategy.
I'm working on that because it's I'm so ready to go to bed in the evening. But ever since I've been seeing a naturopath, and I've been getting some help with my adrenals, and she gave me like adrenal support, like a supplement, and I find a huge difference with that. So in the evening, I'm not so tired, so I'm able to do the things that I really want to do. So,
We're gonna wrap it up here.
Yeah, totally.
Just self-care,
Self-care,
hour of power. Don't touch the phone in the morning. Stay away from that.
And the evening.
And the evening.
And as always,
we love you. We're thinking about you.
Cold showers.
I will see you guys this afternoon at 3 for my health coaching session.